Right then, good morning. It's New Year's Day now. It's 5 to 10. I'm off to pick up Jay, and then once I've got Jay, we're gonna go and see the Bolton boy, Daniel. We're gonna take him for some breakfast, be his friend, give him a bit of encouragement, show him a bit of humanity, you know, treat him like you would just your mate who's down on his luck. It's one of the most important things, and it's something that everybody can do, showing a little bit of humanity. And that's the word, really, because at the end of the day, anybody who is lost in addiction is still a human being. Everyone is worth it. Even if you think they're lost, there'll be that one person who can get through to everybody who's in some sort of trouble. And you might have that face, that fits. So if you do see somebody that looks like they've been sleeping rough or looks like they're genuinely homeless, and it's difficult to tell the ones that are genuine and the ones that aren't, but if you think that you could make a positive difference just by having a conversation, then do that. Reach out, say hello. What's your name? My name's Will. What's your name? Are you okay? Can I get you anything that could help you out today? As simple as that. And then if you really want to, you can ask, if you don't mind me asking, how did you end up here? Consistency, that's the key. Consistency. That cracks any egg, cracks any puzzle. Just keep at it, be persistent, and you'll get there. And this goes for anybody in any community around the country, around the world even. Random acts of kindness to people that you don't necessarily know, it can go a long way. So smile more, smile at people. Don't be afraid to say hello just because you don't know somebody. I know that it's the strange thing they teach us in school: don't talk to strangers, don't talk to strangers. But then you grow up and you get a sales job. What's your job? Is to talk to strangers. Some people are rubbish at it. A lot of people are rubbish at it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Busy day ahead today. I might not have a lot of time to film some action for you, but this is more just of a vlog, and I want to be transparent with what I'm doing with like the monies that are being raised on this GoFundMe page. The hotel room last night cost £45 because it was New Year's Eve. Ridiculous. We went to, between me and Jay, we must have been in 50 hotels between us, and the room that we got was 10:30, and we started searching at 8 o'clock. So it was a graft. It was hard work, but it was worth it in the end. And the proof of the pudding will be in the tasting when we pick him up. You'll get to know my personality. I'm not as odd as I make out. Just try to be entertaining. Hello, darkness again. It's New Year's Eve night. We're talking 5 o'clock. Sorry, not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day night, 5 o'clock. I have been home through... I had no choice, basically. I had to go home because my brain was about to switch off. So I've been home. I've had a 3.5 hour power nap. I was planning to go and do some stuff with my family, but that's had to take a sidetrack because this is this lad's chance. It's his chance, and I'm not going to muck it up for him just because I can't hack it, but just because I'm exhausted. I've got to push through that for him. I've got to show him that it's worth putting that extra bit of effort in. But tonight's going to be a bit of a challenge, I must admit. We haven't got the funding to put him in a hotel. So we're discussing some options right now. We do have a fallback plan. We have a safe location that he can camp if need be. But if it gets to 6, 7, even 8 o'clock and we're still struggling, then we're going to have to go and pitch camp somewhere for him. We'll see. I'm nearly picking him up. He's been with Jay and Amy for the last 3 hours. They, out of the goodness of their heart, said, come back to his flat. He'll give you some dinner, look after him. Loads of police around here. It's life. Good evening. We're talking 10 to midnight. This is New Year's Day. Doing my last sort of patrol around for the moment, looking for people, and to be honest, I'm absolutely burnt out. I can't do this every night. It's unrealistic. I've spent the majority of today, apart from maybe 1 hour, helping to find a solution for the Polton rough sleeper. We found him somewhere to sleep tonight. You've probably seen that already. Somebody else who's an admin on the Bible has been grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you for helping out while I've been off on me flipping. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I can't do this anymore. It's really affecting me. It's hard work. I've got so much respect for everybody that's out there that does this sort of work. And, you know, I'm not giving up. I'm giving this guy a proper chance, but I can only help one person at a time, and it's very time consuming. Chris Conway, he's been a great help today. Thank you so much for what you said earlier on today, mate. Ultimately, I've made all the decisions myself to try and help this guy. I've called on other people for advice. The people from Amazing Grace, who, you know, I'm not an official part of Amazing Grace. Don't get me wrong, I help out there every now and again, but I'm independent from them, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm not biased towards them, but I can see the good work that they do, and I add to that. I'm involved musically with them. I help people to, well, there is music in therapy, so people come and play music, they come and learn instruments, and I'll teach them what I know. So my objective with this whole thing was to help people who were sleeping rough over the Christmas period, find out exactly how deep the problem is, and let me tell you, it's deep. It is so deep. And then trying to identify the pathways to help when the local council is closed down for the winter period, for the Christmas period. It's been a joke. It's been a joke. I've been speaking closely with a local councillor about some of my concerns. Thank you very much for your help on that matter. I will be meeting with him very closely to see what he can bring to the table, because he's as passionate about this as I am. And again, no bias, it's just we want to help people. It's a local community. The reason I set up this Facebook page was because I didn't feel a sense of community when I was working in the town centre. It was very... everyone seems out for themselves in business around this town, and I can't... There are so many beautiful little organisations and little clusters of communities, but there isn't like this big sense of community around Blackpool. People that live here are so quick to slate the town and the people that live in it, and it makes me sick. That really annoys me. So that's why I started doing the BPL Bible. That, and I didn't like what the local paper was reporting. It was always doom and gloom. And then the national media, they were always slating Blackpool. So I'm trying to set an example that anyone can make a difference. You can step up and you can do something. You can try and push yourself so hard that you actually end up damaging yourself, trying to overcompensate for what everybody else should just naturally be doing, looking after the vulnerable members of our society. Fair enough, some of them are just out there begging and they aren't homeless, and there are a minority that are, and I've identified a lot, and to be honest, I've known them from working as a nightclub promoter. I worked on the streets for 3 years, getting to know all these people, and I used to help them when I worked there. I got to know the street angels and how they help the nighttime community. They've got a van that they park up at Queen Street, and if there's someone that's lost or needs help, they'll give them advice and help. If they've got food, they'll give them food. And then if someone needs a minor first aid treatment for a drunken injury, they'll relieve the ambulance service, and that's great. We could all do so much more and follow the examples of the really good groups in Blackpool that are doing these things, and the individuals, that the unsung heroes in the community that aren't getting the recognition. If you know somebody else that's doing stuff like this, send me a message. I will promote the good word about what this town does. I'm ratty, I'm tired. I've had 2.5 hours sleep in the last 24 hours. I was gonna do a homelessness challenge before Christmas, and I couldn't do it. I ended up staying up all night, and I do suffer with insomnia every now and again because I used to work in the nightclub trade. So I understand not everybody can do nights, not everyone can stay up late, not everyone has got the ability to do this, but believe you me, I'm burning the candle at both ends, and it's affecting my life, my relationship, my family. So I need to take stock. I'm still going to help Daniel, but I need to take stock of what I'm doing and how I can move forward with what I've learned, and I can help other people understand how they can help, just with doing the really simple little things. Chris Conway told me before Christmas, it's about those random acts of kindness. It's about just taking 1 minute out of your day to ask somebody what their name is and if they're alright, or to take them a cup of coffee, or, you know, just tick one of the boxes that makes you feel human every day for somebody else. Pass on a smile.